Now we're going to get to hear from an attorney who's actually going to break down the recent L that Fani Willis took against President Donald Trump by officially having this election interference case dismissed. So we're going to hear from Megan Gort again. She's a criminal defense attorney, as I found out, right here in Atlanta. And I'll leave a link to this full video. We're also going to give you guys a little bit of background on what happened and how Fani Willis actually may be held accountable in some of this super bogus indictment that took place. Check this out from Megan. Let me rewind it here.
Hey everybody, so if you think Fani Willis's trouble is over now that
It's
this case
Fani.
has been dismissed against the president and his co-defendants, you are wrong. It is about to get ugly here in Fulton County for a variety of different reasons as we kind of hash our way through the leftovers of this dumpster fire and figure out how to punish Fani and Nathan for what they've done to not only to these defendants, but to our county. And so I'm going to break those down for you. I see, and look, the national media has touched on some of this stuff, but I think they're missing some of the really big points here. So I'm going to try to break this down into three major categories. Number one, we've got the possibility, not the possibility, but the likelihood that the county is going to have to pay attorney's fees because of the mistakes that Fani Willis has made. Then we have the separate issue of how Fani herself and Nathan himself could theoretically be punished because of their misdeeds associated with this case. And then thirdly, we have the separate issue of whether or not Fani and Nathan could be held civilly liable, meaning could they be sued directly by the defendants for, again, all the damages that they've caused to these defendants.
Can Fulton County sue them? Because I'm pretty sure I could get a couple hundred, maybe even a couple thousand people right here in Fulton County to get into a lawsuit to sue them for this BS that we had to pay for.
So three major issues. I am not going to make you listen to me drone on about all three of them in one video. I'll break them into three videos. Today, we're going to start with the attorney's fees issue because that's actually coming up really quick. We've got about a 40-day window when we're going to start finding out information on that. But before I start to talk about those attorney's fees, let's establish the baseline, most important fact that is necessary to move this analysis forward. And that is, who's at fault here? Fani Willis made two major mistakes that make it so that we can all pretty much objectively agree that this is all of the chaos, all of the error that flowed from this case can be laid at her feet and at Nathan's feet. Number one, she brought a flawed indictment. If there was nothing wrong with the indictment, if it was strong on its face, then even if she had been disqualified, the indictment still could have gone forward with another prosecutor, but that didn't happen.